But the best part to me of this movie is the characters' names. I'm just gonna read them off to you guys. We got Coco, we got Gretchen, normal.
That's pretty normal. That's normal.
But then we got Jon Dondon. What's up, everybody? We're back with another set of films to review. Let's
do it.
Come off the diving board. Let's build our Legos.
Hey, there we go.
Lego Movie 2, the second part, picks up, what, 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
Takes place 5 years after the original. We are like introduced to this world, this apocalyptic world that they now live in. All the characters you know and love. Emmett, Wild Style. I almost said Wild Stallion. Yeah! And they're just super depressed. They're super sad. Everything is not awesome, as they say. Mm-hmm. But Emmett is still like in love with everything, which is encouraging. Well, one day, some aliens come and kidnap most of the master builders. That's just basic. That's basically what it is. I don't want to give anything away. There's a lot of twists and kind of turns that the movie makes, which is cool. And if you saw the first one, which it's like, what, 4 years old now?
Yeah.
Not worried about spoiling anything. Sorry, guys. You find out that, you know, yeah, it's Legos, but they're being played with by Will Ferrell and his kid. But in this one, you know that's happening if you've seen the first one. So like if you're a fan, like, you know, like, okay, they're just being played with, and now it's the kid and his little sister who are trying to play.
It kind of messes with you because you can tell what part of the movie is the boy's imagination and what's the girl's imagination.
Yeah, you see it at first and like this is gonna be a chore, but it's fun. They're worried about bringing on, what is it, Armageddon, which is our mom
throwing away the Legos.
Yeah, throwing away the Legos. I love this movie. I was worried. As soon as I saw the trailer, I said, don't know if we should have, don't know if this is the best thing. For a movie that was so awesome and creative, the first one, like this one just takes it to the next level.
It really does. Like, I think the first one focused more on like the storytelling and like world building. Yeah. Like literally, because it's Legos building.
You're a funny guy.
Oh. There was way more jokes in this one.
But I also thought this one had more of a real like purpose to it. The first one's all about you're special. You know, like everyone has something about them that's special. And this one's more, it has a different kind of story. But I think it's more driven home. Like it's not as like surface level.
But like this one, like it cuts back and forth between live action and the Lego world pretty often.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who also did the Into the Spider-Verse, they wrote it and produced this, and they directed the first one. Without them, I don't think these movies succeed.
They would not.
And we were talking about how they were fired from Solo, and you have to imagine Disney being like, kind of upset about it, but also
keep making hits.
But you have to like be thankful that if they hadn't been fired, like these movies may not have been as good as they were. I will say this is what I wanted Wreck-It Ralph 2 to be. Like this was the feeling I was hoping for that movie, and the voice cast is great. Like everything, it's like it's firing on all cylinders. Chris Pratt plays two characters this time. He plays, he plays Emmett, but he also plays a guy named Rex Dangervest, and he's like all the Chris Pratt characters. Like he trains velociraptors. He's a cowboy.
He's a space pirate.
He's a space pirate. Like it's like everything. Definitely a movie you want to take your kids and
like
see with
the adults will like this probably more than the kids.
I think there's a little bit of there's some things for both.
How many weird art critics would you give Lego movies?
9 Jake Gyllenhaals is fantastic.
That's a great rating system. How many Jake Gyllenhaals? About the same. 9, between like 8.5 to 9. I mean, it's
great,
fantastic.
Definitely bring your kids. Everyone has something to like in this.
Don't bring your kids if they're like super young, because then you gotta don't bring your daughter.
Well,
she's a baby.
She's almost 4 months old, so she doesn't know what a movie is
or anything.
How far can she see at this point?
She could see like 3,000 miles at this point.
Wow, she's Supergirl.
The movie would just be limiting.
Yeah. She's like, this is pedestrian to me. Speaking of critiquing stuff, the plot of Velvet Buzzsaw is this art critic and a few of art people around him discover this old guy. He dies. Jake Gyllenhaal's character, the girl he's seeing, finds him, but then his door mysteriously opens. And then it's just a apartment full of these weird paintings.
Paintings.
She steals the paintings, even though they're supposed to be trashed, and they start selling them. And basically what happens is his malevolent spirit comes and like starts killing people through paintings. But the best part to me of this movie is the characters' names. I'm just gonna read them off to you guys. You can stop me whenever you think they get a little too crazy, but
I'm ready.
let's see. So we got Damrish, we got Coco, we got Gretchen, normal.
That's pretty normal.
But then we got Jon Dondon. Josephina, back to normal.
All right.
We got Rhodora Haze. You know, kind
Why
of.
does she get a last name?
I don't know.
Why does Jon Dondon get a last name too?
And then we got the piece de resistance, Morf Vandewalt, which is Jake Gyllenhaal's character. And so basically, this movie is ridiculous. Jake Gyllenhaal it's a B movie. It's straight up a B movie with a lot of money behind it. And that seems like to be Netflix's like bread and butter. It's like B movie with a bunch of money behind it. It's dark humor, dark comedy about like greed and how art is sold for money and stuff. It's about consumerism, and it's about like how, you know, like, is art, should you pay for art, or should art just be itself and we should just love it for what it is? Which I say we should critique art however the heck we want.
Art, more like fart. You know? No, I want to see this movie. It just looks so bonkers and weird.
I want to see it now.
It's fun. It's a fun watch. It gets slow in parts, but it's just like Toni Collette's in it, Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene Russo,
Malkovich, right?
John Malkovich, and Jake Gyllenhaal is the craziest actor ever because he just loses himself in everything. Like, at first you're like, oh, that's Jake Gyllenhaal, but by the end you're like, no, that's Morf Vandewalt. It's a step below Nightcrawler, but it, on the terms of like, you know, like ramping up just craziness, it's on a similar level because it starts crazy. Yeah. This movie starts crazy and stays crazy. This movie doesn't have a genre, really. It doesn't really have a genre. It's just art critiquing art, critiquing art, critiquing art.
Is it really art if you had to pay for the canvas?
That's sort of basically the point. I would give it 10 Jake Gyllenhaals because it features Jake Gyllenhaal, and JD is yawning.
I'm sorry.
He's not giving away.
Sorry, I'm listening now.
Okay, but yeah, I give it 10 Jake Gyllenhaals because it has Jake Gyllenhaal. His most insane performance ever, and I love it. Like this is like the best performance of his other than Brokeback Mountain. Like this and Brokeback Mountain are like.
Whoa, even Bubble Boy?
I don't know. Bubble Boy is hard to beat, but I think he did it. I think he did
That's
it.
it, guys. Give him the Oscar. See the Lego Movie? See Velvet Buzzsaw?
If you've got time you're browsing through Netflix and you see Velvet Buzzsaw, I would click it.
Cool.
That's it.
Just click it. Don't watch it. But
then we got Jon Dondon.